How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to Chef and Chain. Today we're making delicious Beijing beef, delicious Asian inspired dish, nice marinated ribeye, thin sliced ribeye. Guys, this is gonna be delicious. Stick with me and I'll show you guys how to make it. All right, first step to making this Beijing beef is we have a pound of thinly sliced ribeye steak in here. You can use flank if you want. I'm using ribeye. Then we're gonna go in there with 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is just gonna be our marinade. You can marinate this as long as you like. Obviously, usually the longer the better, but at least 30 minutes. But you can always marinate it, leave it for the night. You can just marinate it and leave it in the fridge over the night. It'll be perfect and ready to go the next morning. Next, we're gonna throw in 1 teaspoon of ginger and a teaspoon of minced garlic. And then you can just kind of mix that up in there. But it's just gonna marinate, so you just want it to coat. Smells delicious. All these Asian sauces and seasonings have just so much flavor. A lot of sodium most of the time, but absolutely delicious. So now we're just gonna leave this in the bowl for as long as you'd like. Like I said, at least 30 minutes, cover it up, throw it in the fridge. It's just gonna marinate, longer the better. And see you guys when that's done. While we're waiting for our ribeye to marinate, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this pepper. Get all those seeds out of there. Cut it up. And we're just gonna stir fry these, so no reason to be too crazy. You can use any method of cleaning out a pepper that you'd like. The key is just to get out this white stuff in the middle. There's plenty of ways to do it. One red, one green. Just gonna dice up this one as well. Same process. Cut it up, get the seeds out of it. And you can use whatever colors you want. I'm using red and green. You can use 2 reds, you can use yellow, you can use orange, whatever you wanna do. Last but not least, we're going in there with a yellow onion. I'm gonna chop off both ends of it, get that skin off. Just gonna do a rough chop. Probably only gonna use half of this onion, but let's do a thin rough chop on it. And then we'll use that, be beautiful stir fry. We're gonna put that veggies aside while we start assembling our sauce. For our sauce, we need 1/2 cup of hoisin, however they say it. It's hoisin today. It's got a really potent, distinctive flavor. And then we're gonna go in with 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Nice and salty. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of sesame seed oil. 1/4 cup of water. And we're gonna whisk that up. And Asian sauces always have just incredible depth of flavor. It smells delicious. At this point, our meat's been marinating for a few hours. And we're just gonna go ahead and Slice her up nice and thin at once. That's good. Just gonna do one cut in the middle. And those are ready to go. Now we're gonna get this pan ready for frying. We're gonna throw a decent amount of oil. You basically just wanna coat the bottom of the pan. And then we're gonna put it up on medium high. And we're gonna let this oil get nice and hot. And then we're gonna throw our ribeye in there. All right, quickly before I get this steak in there, I'm gonna throw some cornstarch in the same bowl we had that marinated in. And I'm just gonna go ahead and dredge this steak in there. The cornstarch is gonna help me get a nice crisp edge on this as we fry it. And then of course you're gonna just shake off the excess, and we'll transfer this over to another dish so that we can go ahead and fry it. But we're just gonna dredge all this steak in some cornstarch, shake off the excess, and then get ready for frying. All right, this oil's definitely hot enough. Start throwing some of this steak in there. Probably do it in a couple batches. It's gonna cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. It'll cook up real fast, I'll tell you that. Gonna throw a little bit more in there. All right, that's good for the first batch. Move some of that oil around. So it's gonna cook up real fast, about 4 to 5 minutes. Flip it around a little bit, just frying it up. All right, so this is done. Our first batch is done. We're gonna take it out and we're gonna put it on in a bowl with a paper towel in it to drain while we get our next batch ready to go. It smells amazing. Like I said, Asian inspired dishes, Asian dishes, they just have a lot of flavor, especially from the sauce. Traditionally very salty. Now, put this second batch in there. Like I said, I cooked that for about 5 minutes. No issues there. Just break that up. All right, now just gonna separate that up a little bit. Move more of that oil around. And we're just gonna let that cook up for another 4 to 5 minutes until it's nice and crispy, and we'll throw it in with the rest of it. All right, now this is done. And I tried a piece, not gonna lie. That's what you're supposed to do. And it's delicious, so I'm excited. A lot of flavor in there already, and we haven't even put the sauce in or the veggies. So now, got all that meat out of there. Gonna put in our veggies. We got our half an onion, green pepper, red pepper. We're basically gonna kind of stir fry these. Just keep them moving. Gonna do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. If you have a wok, that will be much better, but we're just gonna stir fry these veggies. All right, we've been mixing these up for about 4 minutes now. They feel good, they feel tender. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and put in our sauce. And get all that sauce in there. We're also gonna go ahead and put in all that meat. And we're gonna let this cook up for about 3 minutes. Just gonna incorporate that meat in that sauce. The sauce should start caramelizing. And then you can make rice with it, you can make noodles with it. But I'm telling you, it's gonna have a lot of flavor, even if you just do white rice. I don't think you're gonna have to go ahead and do any fried rice or anything. Even white rice should be just absolutely perfect. Anyways, we're gonna let this cook up on medium heat for about 3 minutes. Let all these flavors incorporate nicely, let the sauce caramelize, thicken up a little bit, and I'll get with you after that. All right, guys, that looks absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to eat it. All right, guys, take a look. Absolutely delicious. Just finished cooking. Didn't take that long, honestly. Recipe was pretty simple, and as long as you have everything prepped, it actually cooks really quickly. You know, the meat takes about 5 minutes. If you're doing batches, it takes 10 minutes. You know, putting the sauce in takes a couple minutes. Stir frying takes, it's like maybe 20 minutes. So anyways, I'm gonna try this out now. Still steaming, looks delicious. Smells amazing. Wow, that is amazing. Really good depth of flavor. Tastes like, you know, I've had plenty of Asian dishes. That sauce on there is just different. It's got a nice, I don't know, hit to it. It's hard to explain. I don't really know, but the Asian dishes have that good, you know, soy sauce, hoisin sauce, gingery kind of flavor. It tastes amazing. The vegetables perfectly stir fried. They got a nice little bite to them, but they're definitely done all the way through. Guys, this is amazing. I hope you guys try it out for yourself. Don't forget, like, subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.